Miss Lizzy. Miss Pretty Lady. I never noticed what a beautiful necklace you have, Lizzy. Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to a live post here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, located here in Sandstone, Minnesota. That's serval Lizzy. Susan M. saying, I see spots. That's right. Serval Lizzy, the serval, showing off her indicative spotted coat as she relaxes here in her free-roaming habitat. Good afternoon, Carrie. Thanks for joining us. Carrie, Kari, hope I'm pronouncing right. Nadia, hi to you. Who's walking in the background there? Looks like Phoenix is milling around. We're going to spend the day in Small Cat Track on this afternoon's live post. We're going to make a circle around some of the habitats, check in with our Wild at Heart serval residents, as well as one bobcat, Nico the bobcat, who lives here in Small Cat Track, and excited to have everybody along with us. Jill Abbott pointing, hey, you have a donate button. Yeah, we do, Jill. It seems like Facebook is deciding to operate as expected and is having a donate button on our post. Of course, it had to be acting a fool during Tigerthon last week, but if you guys didn't see the news on our Facebook page, we actually shared an announcement that we met our match, people. We met our goal and perhaps even exceeded it. So, hey, that's a big congratulations to all of you, our amazing supporters out there who stepped up over the last 1 week. And it's just absolutely tremendous that it's been another matching campaign here at the Wildcat Sanctuary where we need your help to unlock those matching funds. Well, we did it. We did it, Miss Lizzy. Yeah. And I have caretakers to my left, so we're going to go counterclockwise around the sanctuary, or around Small Cat Track, I should say. And we're going to say hi to Miss Nunda on our way around, aren't we, pretty lady? Hey, pretty girl. Oh, hi, Miss Nunda. And just about all the cats that you're seeing here in Small Cat Track, all of our rescued servals are coming from private owner situations. Lizzy, as a matter of fact, hers is a pretty startling one. Lizzy, the serval who we started out this stream with. Oh, you got to get some water, Miss Nunda. They just filled it up for you. Crisp and clean. Crisp and clean for you, pretty girl. But Lizzy actually had escaped, was a pet that had escaped from a neighboring complex, apartment complex, actually here in Minneapolis. And an individual went out to their garage to turn on their car and all of a sudden heard some hissing, looked up in the top of his garage, and there was an African serval, Lizzy, the African serval, who had escaped. And boy, oh boy, I mean, you can only imagine how much fear has been struck into the hearts of these cats that are wandering loose in urban areas, these wild cats that are have gone astray, and it's just absolutely unfair on top of all of the other many unfair aspects of the ownership of wild cats such as a serval, but just thinking about how much fear they experience when going through an event like that. And we actually do have the video of Lizzy's capture. It was actually done by a local television station in Minneapolis. And admittedly, it's kind of hard to watch. Lizzy's up in the rafters of a garage, and she's then has a catch pole kind of hooked around her and then is pulled down from the rafters. So there's my kind of little disclosure. It's hard to watch, but again, is just one of the many pieces that need to be put together to understand the cruelty that's behind the breeding of these animals and the owning of these animals. I look right down at my comments. Maria P. right on cue asking, did you bring treats, Judson? Well, I did, Mr. Bosco. I tell you what, I brought a treat, I tell you. And I'll pop it right here for you. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Welcome, welcome everyone. Hope everybody's doing well out there. We did a live post actually early this morning. I came in early today to document the demolition of the old animal care office. You guys know that trailer has served us well over the years here at the property in Sandstone. It was actually donated to us used, and it did it did withstand the test of time, only by a thread. But after we actually did find some mold in the trailer, which just deemed it completely unusable, which is why we are going through with the full demolition of the trailer, as we've seen. And we'll make a pit stop out there as we continue to circle around. Yeah. Oh, Miss Nunda, what is it, pretty lady? What is it, pretty lady? Oh, you guys are both back for action here. You can really get an idea for the size of Nunda compared to Bosco. It's Bosco on my right, Nunda on my left. Bosco has those really identifiable green eyes that caretakers use to identify him. And then one little trick that caretaker Rio actually taught me with Nunda is her eyebrows. She has those little dots above her eyes. It makes you look surprised, doesn't it, Rio? Or Nunda, excuse me. It makes you look surprised. All right, let's keep this party shaking and moving. Happy to have everybody along with us today on this lovely afternoon. I'm gonna quick check up on the demolition that's going on out here, so you guys can see. You kind of saw before a little bit this morning as they had just started chipping away at things, but we'll look and see. Perfect, thank you, Rio. It's just Rio letting me know that she's finished cleaning small cat track and all the cats will have access. But behold, there is the wonderful new animal care center. And over here is the remains of the animal care office trailer. So it was fun. We actually got to share the part of that demolition earlier this morning. Who needs coffee when you have a big wrecking ball crushing a building? Alrighty. Let's see what Zambuca, Scarlet, and Little Diva are up to. Nancy L saying, yeah, let's keep the party going. Let's keep it going. I see Zambuca monitoring caretakers. We're gonna sneak on the inside here. And the caretakers did place some pumpkins for some of the servals here of Small Cat Track. And we will see, oh my, actually in the background, we need to go see Aurora. Look at Aurora and her pumpkin. We do need to keep this party going. Aurora is enjoying her pumpkin. Let's see, we're gonna get one more shot of it before we go all the way over, because you guys know Aurora, and she can be a little bit fickle about being on camera. Oh, yay, I'm so happy that we get to see this, and we'll see if we can get a better view, not through the habitat wall there. Look at you, pretty lady. Miss Aurora shares a similar past to many of the cats here in Small Cat Track and at the Wildcat Sanctuary for that matter, and that she was surrendered to us from a private owner who had purchased her as a pet. And which is why you always hear us at the Wildcat Sanctuary use the phrase, please keep the wild in your heart and not your homes. And Aurora, there's no getting around the fact that she is a beautiful animal, but she's an African caracal and she belongs on the savannah, not in somebody's living room. Now let's go check in with her. Oh, I am very excited. I hope Miss Aurora will let us hang out while she enjoys herself. See some people making some requests for sponsors if they can see their sponsor cat. Certainly I saw Scarlet being listed, so I'll keep my eye over here to the left. I know caretakers stepped into the building, and so usually when they go into the building, the cats will just temporarily kind of follow them in. Oh, we saw you being a goofball, pretty lady. There's no hiding it now, Oh, Paula, mentioning that Aurora is my latest family member. Oh, Paula, she's one of the many sponsor cats who you've taken under your wing. So we're glad that you got to catch this little special glimpse of her enjoying her little pumpkin. Yeah, we saw you, pretty lady. We saw you, pretty lady. Let's see if I can follow her. Well, welcome, everybody. If you are just tuning in here, we're getting a rather exciting and what I would say rare glimpse at Caracal Aurora. Hey, pretty girl. We caught her from afar, rubbing on her pumpkin. Caretakers have placed some pumpkins for the cats, as well as putting some scents and spices around them. And it looks like it really got Aurora's goat. We saw her having some fun with it earlier. And now we're just getting a great look at her just prancing around her free-roaming habitat, enjoying her afternoon. Hey, pretty girl. Are we so proud of you that you are being so patient with us to grace us with this your beautiful presence. If I can keep up with you, Aurora. Nadia, how accurate you are with that comment. Uh-oh, the paparazzi is here. Time to start acting like a diva again. And that's just one of the things. You know, you hear, kind of sound like a broken record sometimes. You hear me talking about individualized care, specified care, and you know, and that extends how we offer, you know, our love to our residents. There's some cats like Aurora who, you know, doesn't really like having people around unless they have a big bucket full of food for her. And so Aurora's definition of love is going to be different than other cats that we'd have that might be more social in nature. We're never going to force Aurora to be extroverted or for her to not be the diva that she chooses to be. Hey, pretty girl, are you just wandering around? I'm holding out that you're going to hop back and enjoy your pumpkin. We'll look at some comments. Tonya is saying, Aurora is beautiful. Not sure if I've seen her before. Aurora certainly is beautiful. She's actually our only resident caracal and is actually one of our most shy cats, as a matter of fact. I am going to shake my treat container to see if I can offer this pretty girl a treat. I'm back here. I'm back here, pretty girl. But we'll see. Aurora's the boss. You guys know. Still try to get a good glimpse at her through the foliage here. So I can go through some more comments. It's in the middle of that. Sorry, everyone. Her ears are magnificent. That they are, Laura Reed. The ear tufts are very indicative of a caracal, and caracals are actually, let's see if I'm using the right terminology here. Genus, as a lynx would be, so that's where they're going to have those ear tufts, as well as the longer back legs than front legs, just as a lynx would have. Is that genus? I don't know. I might be mistaken. It's all the caretakers with the souped up biology and zoology degrees. Hey, pretty girl. Hey, look what I got over here. I got something for the queen bee herself right here. Ooh. Well, this is spectacular. Well, this is certainly spectacular. I got another treat for a pretty girl. Well, this is so spectacular. We get an up-close look of little Diva Aurora. I got one more treat for you, pretty gal. You can see Aurora, she's doing kind of little vocalizations two little kind of pats of her breath, similar to what you'd hear out of one of our cougar residents. Hey there, Miss Caretaker Rio. Oh, looks like she's got her ears perked up. I'm holding out hope that she's going to head to her pumpkin. Hey, pretty lady. Look at all these people who are so excited to spend time with you. I am too. I am just as happy as everybody here. Helen Esposito, OMG, I am in love with Aurora. How could you not be? She's certainly a cute cat. She has an inspirational story and has a lot to teach us, doesn't she? And now she says, now the diva has given her show and it's time for her to keep on moving. Well, that was awesome. Nadia, I'm going to have to steal your comment here. Well, that was one heck of a treat we're getting today. I agree. I didn't even expect that. I was maybe hoping for a glimpse of Aurora, but man, we got an up close and personal visit with her. Man, that was really awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed that as well. Now let's see, I've been wanting to get Rio and Nico on a live post here. So we're gonna slowly observe to see if we see those two boys. And Rio and Nico are actually one of our odd couples here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. And not odd because they're odd, but odd as a matter of fact because Rio is a serval and Nico is a bobcat. Oh, you guys are so happy. He said, oh, fresh water. Hey, Mr. Nico. He says, we follow the caretakers. We hear the clink of those keys, and we know the good times are coming. Oh, where'd you go, pretty boy? Hey, Mr. Nico. Hey, mister. Yes, indeed. I have a treat for you. I have a treat, Mr. Nico. I just called you Rico. Almost combined your name with Mr. Rio's. And Nico, we've talked about his story before on live posts as well as photo posts, but Rico was actually owned by a college couple, and they'd purchased him off the internet for as a pet, and unfortunately, Mr. Nico was caught in the crossfire of their breakup, and one member of the couple was threatening to turn the other member of the couple in for owning a bobcat because they were owning Nico illegally. And unfortunately, that's another big symptom of these people purchasing these wildcats off the internet is these breeders, they're in it for the money. They're in it to make profit, and they're not looking where their cat is being sent to. They're not looking at the laws and regulations governing the ownership of a wildcat like a bobcat. They're in it for the cash, and that's it. And so it's also disappointing just to understand that, you know, these cats are being sent into situations where they're being owned illegally, and when they're found out, what are their options? Luckily enough, some of them are proper individuals. Other times, Mr. Nico, they're unfortunately disappear and onto the black market of pet ownership, as well as just being passed on from exploiter to exploiter, from person to person. I threw a treat behind you, pretty boy. I threw a treat behind you. I'll put one more. Yeah? One more for the pretty boy. Yeah. Look at that big fluffy coat. Winter's coming. Is that right, mister? Winter is coming. Looks like I missed out on a lot of comments here. Everybody's saying hi to Nico. Nico is a cutie. You are right about that. You're such a cutie, huh? You're such a cutie pie. Rico actually is one of our geriatric residents here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. Yeah, but he says, I got the best people looking out for me, making sure that I'm comfortable in my senior years. He says, I'm a member of the Comfort Care program. I got one more treat for you, big guy. Yeah, I threw it on the other side. One more, Ooh, all right. And we're gonna go check in with Mr. Rocky, huh? We're gonna go see if we can see Rocky. All right, pretty boy. That was fun, Mr. Nico. Thanks for letting us hang out with you. checking back in. Hope everybody's doing well out there. Mr. Rocky, I thought I saw you. I thought I saw you. Well, oh, that's Denali. I didn't mean to say. I thought you were Rocky, Denali. I was going to say, you're being rather quiet. If you are actually Rocky, you would be meowing and cooing at me like we know him best. He says, yeah, I'm just watching over this troublemaker right here. I'm just watching over this troublemaker. Yeah, you are a good boy, Mr. Nico. Just our double door that I stepped into there. Let's keep on shaking him. Actually, we'll go back around this way since we know Aurora is inside. I'm sure maybe we could say hi to some hybrids while we're over here. Actually, I do want to go and say hi to Bengals, Xena, Riku, Bestie, and Dahlia. Kind of a new-ish group of Bengals who you guys remember we were able to say yes to about 2 or 3 months ago. Oh, look at what we got here, Mr. Felix. You'll just give it all up for the treats, don't you? And I'm here to help. That's Bengal Felix. We got to feature him on a live post. I would say that Felix has really come out of his shell. It's okay, big guy. Has really come out of his shell, but at this point, I don't even know where or what the shell was. Felix has really became so extroverted and has truly come into his own here at TWS. It's so great to see the power of the care that we provide for our cats. And for an unsocialized guy like Mr. Felix, it took a lot of special love and attention to find a wavelength that he resonates on. Hey, Miss Dream. And fortunately, that's hers, big guy. I'll give you one right here. That's Pretty Dreams. That's your girlfriend's. And now if you think, there you go, Mr. Felix. And now if you think Felix is orange compared to Dream, you can really see where that kind of dreamsicle name comes from with this pretty girl. Yeah. Look at how civil you guys are with each other. We're so proud that you have a friendship. We're so proud. Everybody got their treats. Everybody got their treats. Now let's see what Xena, Riku, Dahlia, and Bestie are up to. Love, I just can't even keep a plan these days. Love. I love you. Yeah. Love it. You are give the best meows, and you can't even hear yourself. You can't even hear yourself. But you don't even realize that you give the best meows. Yeah. That's Love the Savannah, rather petite gal. Love is deaf, as I was just kind of hinting at there. Sadly, Love was actually discarded by her owners because she was too loud. The vocalization is something that's inherent with the Savannah, the hybrid domestic, or the hybrid between a domestic and a serval. But Love is also deaf, and her owners just didn't have the patience for her and actually discarded her on the street. So it's hard to even think about that someone was capable of something like that, but nonetheless, we're happy that we get to offer Love the love and compassion that she so much deserves. And Love had some teeth removed, and so you can see she's got to wet down her treat. She's got to wet down her treat a little bit before it's ready for her. Off you go, pretty girl.